Okay, we are live. Welcome to the second class of the Closers University Masterclass. These lives and these sessions, guys, are going to be focused on high ticket closing in particular. I will be doing other trainings and I will be touching upon other topics as well. But predominantly, we're going to be focusing on high ticket closing. That's what I want to be focusing on right now. So for those of you that are dialing in right now, let me know in the comments where you're dialing in from. Drop the live a like. It helps with the algorithm. And if you're new over here, I don't know where you've been living. We've been creating so many success stories. It's unreal. If you're new here, honestly, subscribing will really help you. If you really want to make some money online, you really want to become the next version of yourself. And don't just take my word for it. Go and look at all the first few videos that we've created. Look at the lives, the previous individuals that were on the lives when they came on into the Closers University. These individuals were normal people just like me and you, and they came into this industry and they learned the skills, they learned the relevant skills. Some of them already came prepared with skills, and we were able to nurture them, develop them, and help them unlock the income goals that they had set for God knows how many years. Okay, cool. So just drop a message in the comment section to let me know that you guys are live. I can see Hassan, Dana was the first person to message, actually. Dana, Hadi, Hijra, Hassan, Dilshad, and we have Asim. Okay, awesome. Can see you guys. Perfect. Well, before I want to get started, I want to give a few recommendations because I've had a number of mentors that have poured into me over the years, and how have I become the person that I've become? It's not just a click of a finger. Like, years and years of personally developing myself, working on myself has been the result of what you see here today. So look, there's a few books that I've recently bought, and I want to give you guys because look, I love people learning and growing with me. And look, you guys are at the income level that you're at right now is because of the person that you are. Now, how did I become a 50K a month? Like, I put on the title 50K a month closer. Those of you that have worked with me know that I never say I've done something unless I've done it multiple times over and I've helped other people do that as well. I would definitely not teach people how to make $50,000 a month if, one, I haven't done it umpteen times over, and second, so there's a second fold to it as well, I haven't helped umpteen other people achieve that amount of money. And look, if you're someone that's looking into the high ticket closing industry and you're thinking like, why is it not happening for me? It's because of your skill level, and that's okay. What do we need to do? You need to improve yourself. Like on the previous live, if you never watched the previous live, I would highly recommend going watching that as well. And if you're just watching this on the recording, I would honestly pause here and go watch the first video, because that will give you the foundation behind who I am, what I done, and how I became the person that I am. So, okay, so a few recommendations. There's a book recommendation, The One Thing. Amazing book. I've heard lots of things about this book. This is a book that I'm getting started on right now. And of course, you guys know How to Win Friends and Influence People. That's a book that I've studied and I still continue on studying, because what are we doing in sales? How to win friends and influence people. So if you want to influence someone to pull out their card and buy something off you, you need to be a good influencer. You need to learn these communication skills. And until you don't learn these skills, you're not going to be able to, pick up the income that you want to pick up. Secret, I've seen so many people talking about this, and I'm already midway through it. I'd highly recommend this one as well. These books I haven't got started with, but they're on my radar. You can see they're packed up as well. Atomic Habits. Now look, I was never a reader, but right now, like what I've learned, leaders are readers. And if you want to become the best version of yourself, you just need to improve yourself. Atomic Habits and Start with Why. Okay, there's a few others as well, but that's enough for today. So look, this session is going to be focused around you've you found out about the high ticket closing industry and you're like, you've been here for a minute, you've been looking at this industry from outside, and you're seeing all of these people. Like, are they really? Now look, my following sessions are only going to get better. Like, this is all, it's step by step. And like, you're looking at all of these people online, kids, women, men, jokers, and people that are not even meant to be making this money. And you're seeing all of these guys, and you're like, how the hell is this guy making 20 grand a month? Why is no one showing us how to actually do it? Well, if you stay with me over the next few sessions, and if you follow through on what I'm showing you and teaching you, you too will be able to be in the same league as these individuals. You too will be able to unlock your income. So look, you've learned high ticket closing. You're like, what it is. Now look, high ticket closing is very simple. What did I do as a high ticket closer? I'd have the leads. Now look, there's business owners out there, from all sorts of influencers and creators and whatever, and you can trial this. So look at the business people and all of these people, from Tony Robbins to Alex Hormozi and all these coaches online, Iman Gatsi, all of these guys, Grant Cardone, you name it. There's so many of these guys. These guys are influencers. They're creators. They have these programs and coaching programs and services, and they have these programs that they need to sell. So they run ads. Now, you guys have seen ads online. You see the ads and you're like, oh my God, that will help you how to make money. We'll help you start an Amazon business. We'll help you start a drop shipping Shopify store or an e-com business. Or you'll see agency offers where, like, we're a social media marketing agency. We'll help you get more leads. We'll help you fix this. We'll help you fix that. These are huge companies online. So it's not something new. These are all companies online that have a high ticket offer. What do I mean by high ticket offer? Don't get too bogged up in the language, but like, they have products and services. They have services and programs that are worth over $10,000. Let's just say they're in the thousands of dollars. Look, I've sold programs that are $5,000 all the way through to $100,000 and beyond. But let me just stay here from 5,000 to 100,000. But I'm not going to go too deep, and I'm not going to tell you, like, I've made commissions on 100. I've sold a 100 grand program, and it was huge. It was for a guy called Rudy Mauer Capital, and they helped business owners with their marketing, their social media, their social proof, and everything. The guy wired over, $50K, then he wired over the rest of the money. It was $100,000. Out of $100,000, I, as the closer, I spoke to the individual. Now, I didn't go find this individual. This person saw Rudy's ad. They saw his funnel. They went through it. They liked what they saw. They filled in the details, and they booked a call with me. They landed on my calendar. Now the call was booked, let's just say, for 7 p.m., whatever it was, and whatever day. I get the alert. It's in my calendar. I know. I open up my laptop. I wake up in the morning, have my breakfast, open up my laptop. I'm not even leaving my house. I open up my laptop. I get on my desk, and I take the call. In me taking the call, now I speak to the client. We ask a few questions about the business. The call is very simple. It's for me to get to know you. If you guys have watched my sales calls, you know what they're about. It's for me to get to know you, you to get to know me, answer any questions that you have, and then hopefully I can figure out how we can help you. Oh my God, one of my mentors, Ty Lopez, was saying to me, this is what I want my salespeople to be saying. And I was like, oh my God. Like, when you get like, approval from someone that's really smashed it and really done, like, he's the OG of marketing. And I'm like, I've been saying this on my sales call since 2020. And I was like, damn. And I was like, no wonder I was the number one closer on these offers. No wonder I was converting so higher than others. Because look, guys, what you are going to learn from me is probably going to be the opposite of what you're seeing online. And look, I'm just telling you right now, look, I've walked the walk. A lot of the coaches out there, a lot of people have come through the Closers University, and that's okay. Look, I've trained coaches. I've trained salespeople that have become coaches. What I'm teaching, guys, actually works, and it can work for you. So when I take these sales calls, let's just say that I'm not going to talk about the 100K offers because some people can't fathom. I've made commissions on I've made $15,000. I've made tens of thousands of dollars on closing deals. But look, some people can't comprehend this because they're not even making it a year. But I'm going to keep it basic. Let's just say the offer was $20,000. So the service that I was saying was $20,000. Now, I spoke to the individual. What did I speak to him about? He was looking for, now look, are there people that pay, premium prices for certain services? Like this coaching that I'm giving you over here right now. Did you guys know there are high ticket sales coaches out there right now just to do these calls? They charge some people a few £100 a month, and some people just to do these live sessions, group live sessions, they charge $2,000 to $3,000 a month. And some of them, they charge $5,000 to work with them for a couple of weeks, couple of months, or whatever. You guys are getting this for free. But like, I'm trying to put in context with you, like there's people that would pay, $10,000 for a solution, and there's some people that will just only pay $100. The high ticket sales industry, it focuses on just selling high ticket premium products. So when I'm speaking to these clients, they already know that the services are in north of 10, 20, 40, 50, 60, $100,000. I speak to them about their pains, their problems. I'm going to break all of this down on other sessions and on how a sales call goes and everything, the psychology behind it. But I just want you to understand how simple it is to be a closer. Now, it's simple, but it's not easy. The framework is simple, so it's a conversation. Guys, as high ticket closers, we get paid handsomely just to provide solutions to people's problems. So when these business owners used to come on the call and they used to want marketing services, I used to get to know them. I used to ask them questions, what their business is, what made them reach out to us, how is business, what are the gaps in their business. Now, I've already done my research in the service that we provide, because look, you're not going to sell something that you don't understand. You don't even know what it is. So the first thing you need to do is actually go learn the product. You learn the product and you learn everything that product can do. You learn everything the product can do. You learn what the product has already done for other people. So like the service that you're providing, what has it done for other clients? So now you get belief and you can actually see what this service is doing for others. So once you've done that, you're on the call, you ask the question, you know what they're doing, you know what they provide. So you bring all of this together, and when they're happy, they pay. Once they've made a payment, it's not your job to set them up, fulfill them, work with them or whatever. Your job as the closer, as soon as you take payment, you send them the onboarding link, your job is done. Just in you. Now, these conversations are between 20 minutes to an hour. 20 minutes, 45 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. Every company is different. I used to like having 20-minute slots. So you just having that 20-minute conversation with them and they pay you. And you just taking them from point A to B. They've paid the customer. The customer's paid the company. Guess what? You, for just fulfilling that conversation with them, just having that conversation with them and helping them get over the line, you get paid a commission of anywhere between starting 10% and up to 20%. I've got paid up to 25%, but you work up to that because with skill and time, etc., you can negotiate, which I'm also going to show you how to do and all that. So like, trust me. Look, you're going to be learning a lot from me on these masterclasses. And I don't expect you to learn everything right now, but make sure you go back and you take this in and then you start leaving your notes and takeaways as you're learning this, because repetition is the mother of learning. And look, if you've just joined the live over here right now, and if you're loving what you're seeing, or at least what you're hearing, hit the like button. Some of you guys, man, why do you guys be so stingy with the likes? The liking the video, if you do like it. Look, if you don't like what I'm saying, don't hit the like button. Don't subscribe. But like I never used to say this before, but I've been told I have to say this. I've been speaking to like YouTube creators and people that are doing this. They're like, I need to, give a call to action. So look, if you love what you're seeing, don't be stingy, man. It don't cost you nothing. Just hit like. Maybe by you hitting like and hitting share, you may influence somebody else, or you may encourage somebody else to come and see the Closers University. I'm not charging anyone anything on these, but maybe something that I'm like, someone's probably praying for an opportunity like this. And I swear to God, man, I was praying in COVID 2020. I was praying to God every single day. I was like, please just give me something. And I promise. And this is the conversation I used to have with God. I promise. And I used to be like, Ya Allah, I swear, if you do it for me, I promise you, I'm going to give it back millionfold. I'm going to help as many other people. And look, I'm doing it here right now. I ain't charging anybody to come on these lives. And I'm just giving all what I can. I'm not holding anything back, by the way. If you guys saw the first live yesterday, and if you haven't seen it, go back and see it. I broke everything down from the beginning, my journey into high ticket sales. But now we're getting into the nitty gritty. So look, imagine that one conversation. Now look, I'll give you an idea of like what a high ticket closers calendar looks like. But before I go into that, look, you've learned high ticket closing. There's so much I want to talk to you guys about, man. I don't even know if I'm going to cover it all on these lives or whatever. What I probably do as well is I'll have like breakout sessions with people. Anyone that I see active in the comments on social media that are really showing that they're learning from what I'm teaching them, I promise you, I will pick you guys out and I will place you. Like literally just before I got on this YouTube video right now, I just got off a call of a very, very influential business owner. His name's Charlie Morgan. If you don't know who he is, go on Instagram and find out who Charlie Morgan is. And I'm helping him with his back end stuff. Just before him, I've been working with Ty Lopez. Now, look, I help a lot of these business owners. I've helped so many other business owners for free. And look, sometimes they can't understand, like, why am I doing it for free? But I'm not doing it for them. I'm doing it for the love and the love of Allah and like for God, because I know if I help other people, God will help me. What goes around comes around. Some people call it the law of attraction, whatever it is. So let's start from step one. We've learned high ticket closing, what it is. We understand what high ticket closing is. Guys, I just want to let you guys know, I'm going to give you all these steps. High ticket closing is just a conversation. We're just talking to people. We are talking to people, and oh my God, we get paid handsomely for it. So you know, like how you were at school, you used to get into trouble for like talking to your friends or whatever. Here, man, you're getting paid big bucks. So let's just say that the offer is 20K and you get paid 10%. Forget 20%, 10%. That's $2,000. Now look, let me paint a picture for you. So you open up your calendar. Now on your calendar, you've got like 12 calls booked for the day. 12 calls booked for the day. So your calendar's not even full. Now, out of those 12 calls, I'm going to give you a realistic picture. We've got 12 calls, but not all the 12 calls are going to turn up to your call. Because guess what? Look at how many people, guys, there's over 200 people that wanted to be on this masterclass. 200. Right now, I can see about 20, 30, 20 people. 200 people showed interest on being live on this masterclass. Like yesterday, the number was higher, but look, this is what happens. Life gets in the way. So the people that book calls with you, guess what? I'm going to give you the reality, guys. I'm not going to paint this shiny, objects and like give you this little, real great picture that it's all great and everything. Look. Have I made tens of thousands of dollars a month? 1,000,000% since 2021, 100%. Have I helped hundreds of people to make tens of thousands of dollars a month? 1,000,000%. God is my witness. Have thousands of people been through the Closers University and earned the first few $1,000s online? 1,000,000%. Has this worked for teachers, dentists, doctors, unemployed people, security guards, customer service people, home-based moms? Has this worked for them? 1,000,000% it has. Has it worked for people in India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, UK, Australia, USA, whatever? Has it worked for them? 1,000,000% it has. Can it work for you? 150,000,000%. But you need to want it. You need to want it. Now, what do I mean by you need to want it? Guys, first of all, please, man, be taking notes. Have a pen. Have a notepad, write down everything that I'm talking to you about, or either just type it on the live chat so it's registering. So there's other parts of your brain that are signaling and like you're just registering it, because let me tell you, man, what you write down is what you remember. And repetition is the mother of learning. What you write down is what you remember. Now, like, why would you want to remember it? If you remember it, you'll probably action it. If you action it, you may get the result that you're seeking. Now, some of you guys probably can't even comprehend just making $2,000 from one conversation. Guys, $2,000 for one conversation. So out of those 12 booked calls on your calendar, there's a potential, and the offer's $20,000. There's a potential of 12 sales. Potential of 12 sales. But let's be honest, not all 12 people are going to probably turn up on your calendar. Let's just say less than half of those people turned up on your calendar. So out of 12, only 5 people showed up because, you know, your companies have got like terrible scheduling systems and processes, and the setters are not that good. And, you know, life happens with some of the people as well. And like they get distracted and whatever excuse there is. So out of 12 people that were meant to be on your calendar, only 5 people showed up. Out of the 5 people that showed up, one guy didn't like your eyebrows. He just didn't. You're like, my eyebrows are too bushy. He was like, this guy's too bold. I don't like him. So now we're down to 4 people. Now, out of the other 4 people, this guy, he was like, why is this guy talking so fast? I don't understand the word he's saying. So he didn't understand anything as well. Now we're down to 3 people. These guys understood what I was saying. They liked what I was saying. One of the guys, he absolutely loved what I was doing, but he didn't have the money. He lied on the application. He lied to the setup. Whatever. He didn't have the money. People lie. Now we're left with 2 people. These 2 also loved what we were doing. But out of these 2 people, the one guy, like his wife just told him, what the hell are you doing? This is too much and you shouldn't do it. So he got thingied out. But the other guy, he was all ready. He's a multimillionaire. He had the money. He needed the solution. He paid the $20,000. So 1 out of 12 people, I'm being realistic with you over here, guys. As you go along, you grow along, you're in the game long enough, you get why people say no, why people don't show up or whatever, and then you improve. I'm just talking to you on the worst case scenario. So 12 people on your calendar and you only got 1 close, but that was in 1 day. But look, and you made $2,000, happy days. But guess what? Not every day is going to be the same. Now, some of you guys are thinking like, what the flip? I'm going to tell you raw stuff and real stuff. I am BSing you. I'm going to tell you exactly the life of a high ticket closer. Now, imagine like some days I used to go to sleep at 5 a.m. in the morning after Fajr, after the morning prayers. And I used to wake up for 10 a.m. So imagine going to sleep. So, you know, when I was closing, like, look, let me be honest with you. I've made way over $100,000 a month, way over as a closer. Not as a sales lead, manager, VP of sales, as a closer, I've made way over. But I'm just telling you guys how to make $20,000 to $50,000 a month. When I was making $20,000 to $50,000 a month, this is exactly what I do. I'd start my day at 10 a.m. in the morning. I'm like, my alarm was on. I'm up at 10 a.m. and I was tired, but I'd be up, and I was tired, but I was excited because I had made a decision that I'm going to retire my dad. This is the first thing that you guys need to do. Make a decision. What's your reason why? You've seen this. If you've been in the Closers University, you know about your reason why. You need to have a reason, and you need to make your reason why so big, so powerful that it makes you want to cry. Like achieving your reason why. It's like it's another word for your goal. But like it needs to be so powerful that it moves you when you're speaking about it. Like I'll be honest with you, and like even now, like, you know, when I say like I wanted to retire my dad, like, alhamdulillah, I've retired my dad and I've helped him do multiple things and whatever. I swear to God, I used to start crying when I used to talk about it. Now, some of you guys probably on this call over here right now, you really want to help your parents. And I swear to God, man, I remember when I was in that position, I used to look at my dad, and I promise you, man, I used to be like, I want to help this guy, but I didn't know what to do. I really wanted to help him, but I didn't know what to do. I used to watch him work, and I swear, sometimes I used to cry. I'm not afraid to admit it. I used to cry myself to sleep, but like one day I'm going to do it. One day I'm going to turn around to my dad and be like, you never, ever have to work again. One day I'm going to give him this much money and whatever. And that was my goal. Some people look at me and like, they look like, look, right now, alhamdulillah, I've achieved all my goals, everything that I wanted to do. Now I've just created more goals to do more things for my siblings and more things for my wider community. And that's what's keeping me going right now. Like one of my goals over here right now is, you know, in the next 12 months to impact 50,000 people in the Closers University. So if you're new over here, make sure you hit subscribe. Share this with somebody else, man. If you're getting any value over here right now, take a screenshot, whatever it is, tag me, share me on Instagram, on your socials. Maybe someone is praying for this opportunity. Like one of my good friends, man, and I used to box with this guy. He introduced one of his friends, his partner. He was like, my partner would be really good at this. I'm like bring her on. And her name's Jade. She's probably over here right now. And that's someone that I've been watching. I've been paying attention. Look, I can see Jade Clear. She's on the live call right now. This individual, I've been watching her for the past few weeks. She's been studying the content. She's been leaving her takeaways. She's showing that what she's learning. I promise you, within the next couple of weeks, I'm going to give her an opportunity and land on a role, and not on any ordinary role. A very good, very popular company, a company that's very sought after, a company where like the reps can make thousands of dollars every other day. What she's been used to making in a month, I'm going to show her how to make it in a day. Why? Because I've seen her work hard. I've seen her studying and actually learning what I'm telling. And like another reason is because I know her partner. I know how hard he works. I know how much work he puts in to provide for his family. So like for me, and I've only met him a few times. I met him in the East Side Boxing Club, a club that I used to box for. And that's someone that I want to help. And like there's so many others on this Zoom over here that right now, like Kassam is another one. Like, you know, it's crazy. We were having this conversation about my $5 million a month framework. Like I've helped companies go from 0 to $1, $2, $3, $4, $5 million a month. Guys, this normal guy, well, I'm not normal, but this guy, average, no hoper, that people never gave a chance to. I have helped companies grow from 0, not just 1 or 2 or 3 companies, multiple companies in multiple sectors, go from 0 to multi-million dollars a month. And there's been setters and closers on there that are making tens of thousands of dollars in commission a month. You too can have that opportunity. All you need to do is just turn up and action what I'm telling you. And this is what Kassam did. Kassam Asghar. This guy, I rate this guy. My $5 million a month framework. Guys, if you guys haven't watched that, I'm telling you, just watch it, study it, embody it. I'm giving you the permission to go and have conversations with other business owners about it. Because this guy did it. He did it. And now he ain't got much experience in the high ticket sales industry. But I've been coaching him for the past few months. He literally talks my language. He understands. Because look, this is not rocket science. I need you guys to understand this. What I'm teaching you is not rocket science. But he was able to have a conversation with a business owner, and the business owner wanted to take him on just based on the frameworks that I gave you guys for free on YouTube. He went and downloaded them, made them into documents and whatever. He presented them to the business owner. He had the conversation with him. And guess what? The guy, I'm not going to tell you how much salary the guy offered him, and he offered him a portion of all his revenue that he generates as well. I mean, come on. Kassam can confirm he ain't paid me a penny for it. And I taught him for free. That's what I'm saying to you, man. Knowledge, applied knowledge is power. I know if people just, oh my God, if people just applied what I'm talking to you about, we'll be off to the races. But some people, they're just too lazy, man. And like, I don't blame you guys. I was a little bum as well for many years. Like, I just wanted to party. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like when I was at uni or whatever, I just used to party every single day. I just used to love having a laugh. And like I worked abroad as a holiday rep and best job ever. But it was 2014, man, December of 2014, when I had the realization, hey man, you're 27 years of age. You have a dad that's at home, that's working and providing for you and your family. What the hell are you doing? What are you doing? And it was at that moment that I made a decision that you guys need to make. Maybe you need to retire your parents. Well, like if you have parents out there right now and you're over the age of 18 and they're still working, look, I'm not going to say shame on you, but I'm going to, because you're on this live and you're watching this, honestly, man, really grab what I'm telling you, man. Really grab what I'm teaching you, because I promise you, you can retire your parents, man. This high ticket sales industry can change your life. I promise you, it can change your life if you allow it to. So let's make that decision that this is it. Burn the boats, burn the ships. You've heard the quote on Think and Grow Rich. Burn the ships and decide to go all in. Decide to go all in and be like, you know what? This is what I did. This is what I did. In 2014, I was like, you know what? Right. I'm going to go all in. I'm going to go all in. And I was like, I'm just going to do this. And I went and I started work. And then I decided, look, some of us make the decision, but we're not ready. And I wasn't ready. Like, my skills weren't there. In 2014, my skills weren't there. But that was when I made the decision of retiring my dad. I had no plan or anything, but I made the decision first. I didn't have a plan. I didn't even know I only got into high ticket sales in 2021. But I made the decision of retiring my dad in 2014. It came 7 years after me making that decision. Some of you guys can't even comprehend making a decision, and you try this for a couple of days. You try this for a couple of weeks, and you're like, oh my God, it don't work. I'll give you a live example, man. You know, there's a story in Think and Grow Rich. I'm paraphrasing, but like, these guys were digging for gold. And they were digging for, like, you know, a huge gold discovery. They had the machinery and everything. And you've probably seen the picture as well. They were digging for gold, and like, they were digging, God knows how long they were digging for as well, but they were digging for quite some time. And you've probably seen the image as well, like, of the guy digging for diamonds, and like, he gives up halfway, not knowing if he just carried on a bit more, he'll get the diamonds. But then there's the other guy in between. He's just digging, and he's about to get the diamonds. And this story, and this was a real life story. These guys were, and they stopped. They were digging for weeks. And then they were just like, you know what? There's no diamonds here, man. Let's just go. Let's just leave this and go. As they were leaving, who they sold the machinery to, they sold it to one guy. He just bought the machinery off him. He was like, what were you doing with this? And they were like, oh, we were just digging there, man. We just wasted our time for weeks and while. He was like, whereabouts is it? They pointed it out to him. He got a professional. He was like, yo, like, what? Obviously, I'm paraphrasing because I'm from Birmingham, and this is how we talk. And he's like, yo, what the hell's going on over there? Can you, like, because he never knew, he wasn't an expert in this, and he was like, is there something? He was like, yeah, apparently there is. He was like, you know what? Let's bring some men. Let's go dig. And guess what? The first people that left there, these guys, they dug for just 3 feet, and they had the biggest discovery of wealth there. The first people, they quit just 3 feet away from what they were digging. And some of you guys are going to do this here. Some of you guys have done this. Like, we used to see it in the boxing gym, where like people used to come, like, for those of you that don't know, like, I've been a cricketer as well, and I've been a boxer as well. I've boxed up to English, British, European level. I was one of the tallest light welterweights in Europe. And we used to see people come into the gym, and they used to give it all 10 and whatever. And like, after a few, some of them after the first session, they're like, screw this, boxing is not for me. And they were gone. Some people were like, no. And they'll go and they'll do second session and third session and second week and third week. And then after that, they'll get punched in the nose. And you know what? This is not for me. I remember when I joined the boxing gym, there was about 36 of us from my whole road joined. This was at the time when Amir Khan was like on the scene. And all of us, and like all the boys went. And I used to play cricket at the time. I was a very good cricketer. I was an opening batsman. And like, I had no one to play cricket with. Everybody had gone. And I was like, they'll be back after about 2 days. But these guys was on it because obviously they paid for a whole week. So I was like, you know what, let me go. And on the Friday, I went. And I remember as soon as I walked through the boxing gym, Billy, rest in peace, man, my coach. What a guy, man. This is why, man, I'm so passionate when I'm teaching you guys, man. Because I swear to God, I had people that poured into me. I'm freaking getting emotional, so I need to stop. But I had people that poured into me and made me the person that I am, man. Imagine at the age of 16. I had people when I was like 12, 13, 14, my teachers, Mr. Riley at Small Heat School. This guy, man, he was a legend. Like, because I became a mentor, peer mentor at the age of 11, and then 12, 13, 14. And then I became a mentor as well. And like, he was one of my mentors. And you know, he instilled so many things in me, but I remember it was, and he helped me so much as well. Like I told you yesterday, man, I am the combination and the culmination and the buildup of all the people that have poured into me. And Billy, my coach, my boxing coach, the moment I walked through those doors, he was like, who is this guy? He's like, you want to box? And I was like, yeah, I want to box. And like, he's watching me and he's showing, and like all of a sudden I come in, because I was a freak. I didn't know this about boxing, because I was 58 kilos at the time, and I was 6'2.5". I was still growing, 6'2". Now imagine being 58 kilos and being 6'2". It was freakish. And all of a sudden, like all my friends are there, but he's spending like sometimes 5 minutes with me, 10 minutes with me. He'd go away for 5 minutes and he'll spend another 10 minutes with me. And like, obviously when he's with me, this is the first time I'm training so hard. Cricket was one thing, but this was boxing. And he'd spend so much time with me, and he was like, Jabran, you're the king. You are like Muhammad Ali. And I was like, I went home and I was like, who's Muhammad Ali? And I was like, yo, this guy's saying I'm him. And I remember like him saying to me, you could be like Muhammad Ali. And I was like, what? I could be like him? And I remember when I used to get into the ring to spar, he used to be like, Jabran. And he was like, come here. He was like, this is your castle. And he used to talk to me and get me all ramped up. And like, imagine I'm a 16-year-old. No one's ever spoken to me like this and given me such a push and motivation and inspiration. And I was like, freaking yeah, I could be king. He's like, yeah, this is your castle. I was like, yeah, I'm I wasn't even that good at the beginning, but I was like, yes, I'm the king of the castle. But my point, and I'm trying to say to you over here right now, but like just the coaching that Billy gave me and the belief that he gave me, I swear, when people used to get into the ring with me, I don't know what, man. I don't know what it is. This is why I'm telling you, man, you know, the words that you come out of your mouth and the words that you listen of others. Some of you guys need to unfollow people, man. Stop listening to bullshit. Stop and like actually disconnect with people that are chatting shit in your life, that are like not on the same journey as you, or like they don't even believe in your dream and your goals and your ambitions. When Billy told me that I'm the king of the castle and this is my castle, and I could be like Muhammad Ali, he was like flow like a butterfly and sting like a bee, and he would be like jab and move. And I'm like, that's all I need to do, jab and move. Because it was, look, it's in your name, jab and run. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to jab and run. And I swear to God, I kid you not, as a 16-year-old, I used to spar men. I used to spar men that were bloody twice my weight. And I swear I used to smoke all of them. Why? Because Billy had just drilled in my head. He goes, look how long your arms are. My arms are pretty long. He was like, look, they ain't going to come near you. So every time they come, just jab them. Just jab. And that's all I used to do. I was like, okay, I'll just jab. Every time that someone comes to me, I'll pop. And I imagine if someone's coming to you and they're short, because everyone is shorter than me. So I was like, and he instilled in my head, he was like, look, they're shorter than you. They can't come near you. Jab them. As you're jabbing them, some of you guys are thinking, why the hell is he giving us a boxing lesson? But trust me, I'm like Mr. Miyagi, man. You guys are not going to understand my methods, but I promise you, stay with me and you will. He used to do all of these things with me. And like before I knew it, like I used to handle so many people as a kid. But like the reason why I'm explaining this story to you guys is because all of these people poured into me so much and they gave me this belief. And like the conversations I used to have with God, I used to be like, look, I'm gonna help other people. And this is what I'm doing over here right now. I want to be the person that's going to inspire you to become the next version of yourself. The next version, the 2.0 version of yourself, the upgraded version of yourself. And so look, man, there's going to be times where like I'm going to be telling you guys things and you're not going to understand them. Like, why the hell did Jabran just tell us the story of him boxing? Like, what the hell? Because don't just look at the story and be like, oh yeah, that was a nice story. Look at the reason behind, look at the purpose behind the story. It's like some of you guys, I was asking someone today, I was like, have you watched, he was a 19-year-old kid. I was like, have you watched the Karate Kid? He was like, oh, this one or that one? I was like, no, the Karate Kid. And he was like, he didn't even know the latest one, the Jackie Chan one. Like, let me know in the comments, anyone watched the Karate Kid? Now, Mr. Miyagi in the Karate Kid. And I tell people, I'm like Mr. Miyagi over here right now. You guys are not gonna like Mr. Miyagi. Like, I'll just quickly just give you a brief. Like, the Karate Kid was a movie about like a kid that was getting bullied at school, Daniel's son. He meets, a karate coach that's living in the same building as him, and he realizes he's a karate coach because he helped him from getting bullied from someone, and he knocked them out. He's like, please, Mr. Miyagi, coach me, coach me, coach me. Just like all of you guys used to message me back in 2023, like, Jabran, please coach me. I get people all the time right now, like, can you do this and can you do that? Like, I just, and like Mr. Miyagi was like, no, a bit like how I'm just saying no to everybody on my one-on-one coaching. I'm just turning people away. But Mr. Danielson was just very persistent. And then eventually Mr. Miyagi is like, you know what? You want to learn? Okay, meet me at this time. And what, guys, if you haven't watched Karate Kid, watch it again. Because after listening to this story and you watch it again, you're going to be like, oh my God, it makes sense. That's why I say to you, I'm Mr. Miyagi. So Mr. Miyagi tells him, come, and he's making him like scrape the floor, like wipe the floor, and then do the brush and pick up the jacket and throw it down and wax on and wax off. And then later on, like, Danielson gets bloody annoyed. He's like, this guy brought me here to clean and do his maintenance work, or bloody help me become. And then he was like making him clean his cars, etc., etc. Now, I just want to remind some of you guys, I'm teaching you guys and I'm telling you guys to do things. And you're like, why is Jabran telling me to do this? Like, there's some people, like over here today, someone reached out to me today to want to work for Ty Lopez. And I was like, okay, cool. Let me give you a task. Go and do this and let me see what you can do. Because I'm connected with all of these big influencers. He reached out, he was like, wants to work with him. I'm like, okay, cool. I gave him a task. He's probably thinking, why? Like, I want to work for him. Like, why is he giving me this? I want to see how coachable these guys are. So I'm going to give you guys actually tasks. So Danielson, after a few weeks, just bloody gets angry and is like, God, I don't want to learn this. He was like, come back. He makes him come back. And then he was like, get in position. He was like, what do you mean get in position? He gets in position and he's like, wax on, wax off, put the jacket down or whatever it is. And then he's like, and then all of a sudden, like, he's doing all the karate moves and the karate chops and everything. He was like, oh my God. All these things Mr. Miyagi has been telling me to do, he's bloody been training me actual karate. And this is what I'm doing with all of you guys. If you watch my first coaching sessions that are years ago, look at the people that have come out from them. Go and track them. Go find them on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and look at what they're doing. And you're going to find them that they came onto Jabran's coaching classes as beginners. And look at where they are right now, because they didn't question what I was teaching them. And this is what I'm doing with you guys. I don't expect you to understand what I'm saying. I want you to really get to know who I am, what I'm about, what my morals, beliefs, and values are. And you watch. You watch if you just follow me to the T. Like, some of you guys haven't even followed me to the T about when I said hit the like button. Like, that's how uncoachable you guys are. It's not even costing you anything. You're like watching everything and you're engaged in whatever. But like, no, I don't want to hit like. Oh, I don't want to log into YouTube or whatever. But like, that's how stingy some of you guys are just uncoachable. And that's not going to work. Some of you guys are not even like leaving any takeaways or engaging. I can see Sahel's engaged, and Mohammed Daniel's engaged, Kassam and Cynthia and Hijra are engaged, and Hadi and Asim and Rubab. But then who else? Where's the rest of you guys? Where's the rest of you guys? And this is why I say, man, you have to be coachable. You're not going to understand my methods. Some of you guys are not going to understand my methods. But I promise you, follow me long and hard enough. Sahel Khan, you're another guy, man. I'm calling you out over here right now. If you ain't making 20 grand a month, because you're working with me, bro, you are one person that I need to get to because you're from my end. You're from Birmingham. If you ain't making Sahel Khan, guys, you're going to remember this live Zoom call that I done. And I'm calling him out right now. I know what he's capable of. If Sahel Khan is not making 20 grand a month in 6 months, we're going to sort him out. But he is. He's got what it takes, man. He reminds me of the young Jabran. He's got what it takes. I know he's going to make 20 grand a month. Rubab is someone else that, like, I just literally had a conversation with a business owner and he was like, I'm looking for a DM setup. Rubab is from Pakistan. And I landed her a role. She got paid hundreds of dollars just to do a free trial. And then she got paid hundreds of dollars to complete the trial. And she's getting paid like up to like 5 or 10% commission. But this is what happens when you network and you learn, you coach, you develop yourself. Someone said you didn't mention me. Sayyid Muhammad Shahir. Well, you need to become more active so we know who you are. But look, like I'm saying to you guys, man, you made a decision. You've made the decision. Find a reason why. Find someone in your family that you need to retire. If your mom and dad are working, you need to get pissed off with yourself. I'm going to retire them. Write it down right now. Make the posters, put them on the walls. My goal was retire dad, your reason why. Every day I'd look at it and I'd cry myself to bed, to sleep. I'd put it outside my bedroom door. On my door, it had the 20K a month goal. So I had my income goal and I had my reason why right there every day. Because look, Some of you guys create these goals, but you don't write them down. If you don't write them down, you're not going to remember. So what you write down is what you remember. What you remember and you see every day is what you're going to action. So I wrote these down. I used to look at them every single day. I swear to God, I used to stop sometimes for a few seconds. And I used to picture myself. And when I used to look at my dad, I used to get emotional. I even put my dad's name in my phone, your wife. Like, this is how crazy I went. You have to be a bit crazy to, achieve and unlock these great goals. So once I done that, and now I want you to do that. So you've got your reason why, you've wrote your goals down. I want your income goal and your reason why, put it in your bedroom door. Bedroom door, write them down, stick them on, make them colorful and whatever, make them look good. Take a picture with them, with you, like this. I swear, if you look at my social media, if you look longer far enough, like in 2015, this is crazy, man. In 2015, I'm telling everybody I would have made 20 grand a month. Everybody used to laugh at me. They're like, this bloody guy, bro, he's not even making 20 grand a year. He's not even making 18 grand a year. And my guy's talking about making 20 grand a month. But I didn't give two shoots. I took the picture with it, and I swear it's like this. And I remember about people like in the comment section going all crazy and whatever, like, who the hell's this guy? He can't even flip, because apparently like the image, the words on my text were back to front. I didn't even know how to do that. I don't give a shit. Anyways, everyone used to mock me. But I used to tell everybody, I'm gonna make 20 grand a month. I'm gonna retire my dad. And the more I used to say this, because I used to reject anything negative, I used to be like, you know what? I've said it out to everybody. I'm putting it out there and it's going to come to me. Inshallah, it's going to come to me. And then the moment I wrote it out and I looked at it every single day, and then now my mind is now working out, okay, now I'm working backwards. So you've got your income goal, you've got your reason why. Now you're working backwards. Okay, how many sales do I need to make to unlock 20 grand a month? How many sales do I need to make to unlock 10 grand a month? Now, all of a sudden, you're now like, oh my God, if I'm selling a 20 grand offer, if I only close 10 deals, 10 times $2,000, what? I can make $20,000 in 1 month. Now you need to be like, okay, I need to find, but some of you guys are probably like, listen, I only want to make 10 grand. If I made $10,000 in 1 month, I'd be over the moon. Some of you guys in the UK, $10,000 is about £7,500. That's like 4 times the national income salary or whatever it is. So now you're working backwards. Okay, $10,000. Maybe I just need to find an offer that has a $10,000 offer. And you get one sale that's $1,000. 10% of $10,000 is $1,000. You only need 10 sales in the month, so you need one sale every 3 days to make $10,000. You reckon that's doable? Like some of you guys are, but not every offer is $10,000. Okay, go for a $5,000 offer. Maybe you only need, how many sales do you need from a $5,000 offer? If you just bill $100,000 in revenue in the month. So for the company, you got 20 sales in 30 days. So that's one sale every other day. You got 20 sales in 30 days. Now, just so you know, my younger brother that I've put on an offer. He was flipping pizzas before this. He used to get regularly 3-4 sales a day. In 1 day, he broke my record. The most sales I got in 1 day was 7. This guy got 11 deals in 1 day. Now, I'm not saying you guys can do this or whatever. He's my brother. He's got my blood. He's meant to be better than me. But in 1 day, he got 11 deals. Can you guys at least just get 1 deal every 2-3 days? If you've done that, you can unlock 10, 20 grand a month on a high ticket offer, on a 10, 20K offer. And that's all it is. That's the psychology. That's the ingredients. So, okay, now, look, I'm repeating some of these things because I want you to stay with me. We've done the reason why, we've done our goals. We look at these every single day. Now, okay, we need to find, like, how are we going to, like, right now I'm launching you guys for success. So we've got our reasons why, it's out the way. Your intro videos are ready. You've recorded. Now, if you haven't recorded an intro video, if you want examples, if you go into the shorts section of my YouTube channel, I've recorded a short 60-second video of me introducing myself. And I've also recorded a 2.5-minute video of recording myself as well. More recently, right now, look, the attention span of it, like the 2.5-minute one, that was like years ago. You can still do that, but I would say, like, look at that for inspiration, but try to keep your intro videos within 90 seconds. Most people don't have the time, man. They don't have the time. Or if you want to record a video that's like 2.5 minutes, once you're uploading it, just speed up the speed so people can consume it in a short amount of time, because people's attention span is very small. But let me give you another tip. When you're recording your intro video, guys, do you guys know within the first 6 or 7 seconds, people have already decided whether they want to, hire you or they want to know more from you? Within the first 6 seconds, the moment, this is why I'm telling you, man, some of you guys need to work on your vocab. You need to work on how you present yourself. The moment you open your mouth, you tell the world who you are. So improve your English, improve your communication skills, but the first few seconds need to hit the nail on the head. You want to get their attention right in the beginning. So when I used to open up, like when I introduce myself right now, let's just say I'm introducing myself as a salesperson. Hey, my name's Jabran. I've got over 25 years of experience in sales. Straight away, it demands attention. They're like, whoa, he's been in the game for 25 years. Now, some of you guys are like, well, I haven't been in sales for 25 years. I'll be like, look, I've been in sales for the last 10 years. I've worked for some of the biggest companies and brands in the world. I've worked for this, that person. Now, let's just say you have no experience. Hey, my name's Jabran. I'm someone that's hungry, coachable, motivated, driven. Look, I've got their attention. What have I done? Now, I have no experience in sales, so I'm going to talk about all the qualities that are required in a sales position. So straight away, when they hear me speaking, this is why, like, you know how I say to you guys, how you do anything is how you do everything. Look how I'm telling you guys, be engaging, like, comment, share, take screenshots, take video pictures, and post out your goals out there. Share these to others and whatever. You don't know what God may see and may bless you back. But some of you guys just don't follow this. I'm going to look after this, from this live, how many people have taken a screenshot and actually shared the link to the live or whatever across their socials and actually sold someone on what they're getting from this. What's that doing? What do you think that's doing? That's showing me, 1, you're coachable, 2, you're paying attention, but 3, it's showing me how you'd influence someone, how you'd promote someone. Because what are you doing in your roles? You're going to be promoting something there. You guys need to become good promoters, man, and be engaging, be excited. Some of you guys are deadbeats, man. You look, man, if you're going to be dry, guess what? Your income's going to be dry. This current person, this shy person, oh, like, I'm a mom, I can't do this. And I'm sorry, you're not going to do anything then. The current you has got the results that you've got. So if you want new results, guess what? This you needs to change. You have to change. You have to become a new person. And like, be excited, man. Ask people from that knew me in 2014, 15, 16 and onwards. They would always say to you, this guy was excited. And I was broke as a joke, but I was excited about where I was going. Don't look at your current situation and look at it as your reality. No, look at your vision on where you're going. Don't look at your current bank balance and get upset. Don't even look at that. We don't need that negativity in our life. So, when you go to the cash point and one day they ask you, like, after you've taken your money out, if you've got money in there, like me, I never had freaking no money in there. It was always overdraft that I was taking out. But you go into the ATM, you're taking your money out and they ask you, do you need a receipt for your balance? Well, like, you're going to say no, because we don't need that negativity in our life. We don't need that sort of negativity in our life, because if it's a bank balance that you don't want to see, we don't want to see that shit. You have broke friends that just give you broke advice. I'm going to love you and leave you. I'll catch up with you later, because you need to be mindful of the shit that you're putting in your ears. The stuff that you're watching online, you're doom scrolling on Instagram or like, all of this needs to stop if you want to go where I'm taking you. All of this needs to stop. Like, you guys need to make a decision, man. You guys need to make a decision. Do you want to be broke? Like, look, it's something that Ty said to me the other day. He was like, look, and he was telling the other guys as well. He was like, listen to me for 1 year. Just follow me for 1 year. I was like, damn, I've been doing this with other people, because I've said to people as well, like, just follow me for 90 days. Follow me for a year. You watch where you be. Watch where you be 12 months from now. And like he was saying that to me, and I was like, you know what? Like I've been a mentor of so many thousands, over the years. I was like, you know what? It's time for me to go back to the drawing board. Now I'm learning from one of the OGs of sales and marketing, and like he's not only the one person, but like there's so many others as well that I've learned and grown and developed from as well. He's like, look, just listen to me for 1 year. This is what I'm saying to you guys. Just follow what I'm saying to you guys, but follow it to the T, and be prepared to become the new version of yourself. So we're going to backtrack now as well. You've got your intro video ready. You're getting their attention right from the beginning. Hey, my name's Jabran. Now, I'm not, look, if you're from Pakistan or Bangladesh or whatever, you don't have no experience. You have all these excuses that you're giving yourself. Let me tell you something. You're either going to have excuses or you're going to have results. You can't have both, either excuses or results. So ask yourself, do I want to throw excuses or do I want to get the results? If you're constantly moaning about like, I can't do this and I can't do that and all this and can't, guess what? You're not. If you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't. You decide. You decide. So we've made that intro. So the intro video, your intro video, if you don't have the experience, let's not talk about you don't have the experience. Don't say you don't have the experience. Don't waffle on there as well. And look, for God's sake, do not bloody start a message when you're speaking to someone in a superior position or a manager or a business owner. Don't be saying things like, yo, man, this man, bro, man. Like, you can't be saying this shit, man. No, do not say that. Turn up, professional, smart, talk like a professional. Let's get your results first and then we'll do the rest. So like, be professional. And like, look, the video should be high upbeat. And I'm not saying go crazy and jump out or whatever, but they need to see that this person is hungry. He's motivated. He's inspired. And he has this burning desire within him to actually go out there and make things happen. You need to show that with your energy. Now, why do I say like be excited in like on social media in the comments and what? Be excited about where you're going, because how you do anything is how you do everything. Wherever you are, there you are. Wherever you go, there you are. So we want to change this. So as soon as you start the intro video, hey, my name's Jabran. I'm someone that's hungry, coachable, motivated, driven, and has a big reason why. Because I'm not doing this for myself. I am doing this to retire my dad and help my whole family. If you are looking for someone that's just willing to hit the ground running, that will do as he's told and beyond, that someone that will go above and beyond the call of duty, I'm your person. Just tell me what to do and I'll hit the ground running. Show me someone that's doing and getting the results that you're talking about. I will just copy them. Guys, just that. Look, you guys just heard it live over here right now. Did I talk about any of my experiences? No. So what am I saying to you guys? I'm telling you as someone that's hired thousands of people over the years, thousands. I just gave you the source on how you can get attention. Now, look, it's not only just saying these words, you need to embody them and you need to study them and you need to make them your own. Go on Google, write all these words down. What does it mean to be hungry? Like, what does it mean? Go study it. And so you actually embody these traits. They become your characteristics. So when you're speaking to people, people take you seriously. Oh, wow. Okay, awesome. Hey, Mr. Client, you just tell me what to do and I'll do it. I'll go. Now, look. You need to improve now. Before, like, you can't be doing this if one, you don't even embody these characteristics, and two, you don't even sound like you're serious. So you need to work on these things. Once we've got the intro video out the way, don't make it too long, don't make it too short. 60 to 90 seconds is good. Now, also, what I want you to have. Now, look, some of you guys are like, I've never done appointment setting. I'm not an appointment setter. Look, if you've studied my content, you understand what appointment setting is. Let me tell you, you don't even need a certification or a book or whatever. Listen, I've certified you. Go through my content, whether you're a closer. If you want to become a high-ticket closer, you can speak clearly, you can speak confidently, you can engage with people. You're a high-ticket closer. So there's an intro message that I want you to craft. This intro, like, guys, I'm giving you the source on how I landed roles. Instagram, if you've got an account that you've had for a few years and you're not spamming people or whatever or whatnot, But like Instagram usually allows you, if you've had an account for a few years and it's a normal account, you could send between 50 to 100 messages a day. 50 to 100. Let's just keep it to 50. You're going to send 50 people a message a day. Now, how are we going to, before we even send the messages, guess what I want you to do? I want you to go to your Instagram profile and like look at your Instagram profile from the outside and like look at your pictures, look at your posts and ask yourself, look at it like a stranger, or maybe get one of your friends and be like, what would you think and what would go through your mind if you landed on this page? Like, what would you like? Would you hire me as a salesperson? Like the pictures and the posts that I've put up or my bio or anything. Like, look, remember, your social profiles are your billboards. I'll say that again. Your social profiles are your billboards. If you're not that active on them, look, man, we're in the online space. You need to get active. You know, like there's I'm not going to name drop some of the names, but like some of these guys, they came into my coaching program and like they got results with me, but like they made like $4, $5, $6, $7, $8,000 pounds and dollars a month, but they never truly made the tens of thousands of dollars consistently a month. Why? Because they refuse to be fully coachable. Like I said to them, fix up your social media profiles. And like there's some people on this call that are watching it right now and they'll be like, I'm not a social media person, man. I don't like putting my face out there and I don't like doing this and I don't like doing that. And guess what? No one's going to know you. No one's going to know to do business with you. You're just going to be a ghost. And these are the people that just don't follow it to the T. Like I'm giving you the blueprint to follow me to the T to get the results that you want. But some people, they just don't want to do it. And I'm like, okay, no problem. So look, when you go on someone's, when someone clicks on your profile, just put in your bio, high ticket closer, and like, however many years of experience you got in sales. High ticket closer with 5 years of experience in sales, or high ticket closer, just even high ticket closer, put it in your bio if you want to be a high ticket closer. Now your pictures, if you've got silly pictures on there, you've got doing some random things and whatever, just archive them. Don't even delete them, just archive them, put them to a side. And only have just clean up your profile. So when someone lands on there, like they can be like, yo, this person's a professional. Maybe have a photo shoot at home. Get your laptops, get your phones or whatever. Even if you just have your phone and get your brother or sister take some pictures of you whilst you're writing or whatever, post them, put a motivational quote there and just do this for a few weeks. So you just make your social profile like it actually looks like you mean business. And look, this is going to take some time and effort, but some of you guys, I don't know why, man, you're going to refuse to do this. I've given you guys, this to do because look, Mr. Miyagi, remember what Mr. Miyagi is? Like, I don't need you to understand what I'm telling you to do. Just freaking do it. So now you've done that. You fixed up your profiles as well. Now we're going to message the business owners. I want you, I've got a list of 300. Anyone that comments 300 business list, in the comment section, I will personally get one of my operations guys, Hamza, to reach out to you on Instagram or whatever it is, or even just go on Jabran Supercon on Instagram and send me a message there as well. But first of all, do it in the comment section, 300 business list. I've got a list of over 1,000 business owners that you guys can reach out to, you can connect with, you can warm up with, and you can have them on your radar so you can go and work with them. So now we know who we're targeting. So now you have this list of all these business owners. We've got all the list of the business owners. Now you can, what I would do is before I even reach out to them on Instagram, I'm going to learn everything about them. So I'm going to find them on Instagram. I'm going to click the links in their bio. I'm going to get onto their website, or maybe it's going to go to YouTube, and I'm going to find their funnel. The funnel is a website. And now I'm just going to sign up to everybody's business, whether it's a webinar, whether it's a newsletter, or just opt in as a customer. And I'll make a brand new email as well. Just make a high ticket email. Make a high ticket email just for high ticket sales. So it's only for work. So it could be Jade, the high ticket closer at gmail.com. You've made this email now, and you're entering this email for all work related stuff. Now we're collecting all the emails. You're going to get emails from them. Now, sometimes they're actually going to send you emails. Oh, we're looking for a high ticket closer. We're looking for a sales rep. Or sometimes you're also going to find when you go on those websites, man, I should be charging you for this, the source that I'm giving you over here right now. This is how valuable it is. This is how I've landed the 20K, 50K, 100K a month opportunities. So you better be listening. So now when you've gone on their websites, now have you noticed sometimes on websites, they have a careers tab or the hiring tab. You click on there. Guess what? They're looking for a high ticket closer. Bam, you get in there. That's just another way. But then they may send you an email, be like, oh, we're hiring for a high ticket closer. So as you're going in there, the whole point of this is to understand what their business is about, what their offer is about, who they are. Maybe you can even attend some of the sales calls as well, and you sign up to a meeting or whatever, and like they send you information about the meeting or the offer, like it's $10,000. So now they have a 10K offer, and this is the offer, so you can learn about it. I'm not saying go and attend the call because you're going to be wasting the business owner's time, but like just so you're fact finding, you're getting all this information. So now you've got all this information about all these business owners, etc., and whatever. You've made your own list of like 20 business owners that you want to target, or 50, or whatever it is, or even 300. Everything is a numbers game. I like the number 300. I even say, like, to my setters, make $300 a day. You make $300 a day, you're going to connect with enough people. You can set double digits. You set 10 people a day. This is my source for the setters to make 10 to 20 grand a month. You connect with 300 people a day, you'll eventually make $10,000 to $20,000 a month. That is just my numbers. So now we've reached out. Now we're going to reach out to them. What are we going to say to them? Look, I'll just put it in look, some people be like, oh, everybody DMs and this and that or whatever. Look, I'm not saying only DM, but I'm not saying do not DM business owners as well, because if you don't want to DM business owners, you know what I would do? Because look, business owners are sometimes too busy. I would go and I'd put the business owner's name on LinkedIn, have a LinkedIn profile as well. I'll put it on LinkedIn and I'll find the people that work there. I'd probably write like operations manager, or I'll write operations manager or growth manager or sales manager on LinkedIn or Instagram. And I'll find these business owners and their sales managers, their operations managers, their HR team. And I would reach out to them with my introduction, my intro video. Now, on Instagram, you can only send one message. Here's a way to actually get your messages opened up. Sometimes on Instagram, it says DM or scale or whatever. Sometimes the moment you DM them, you comment that, they DM you first. Now the messages are open. You can send as many messages as you want. And then you can introduce yourself. Don't mess it up, though. Your intro message, it has to be short, sweet, and concise. Let me bring up one of my intro messages that I sent to someone. Okay. I could even just be like, one of my intro messages is literally this: 8-figure closer with 25 plus years of sales experience. And then I talk about having worked with the likes of Ty Lopez, Kevin David, Rudy Mauer, Rabbi Abuvala, Matt Lepre, and many others, just to name a few. And then I'll have a second paragraph, and that's it. Consistently generated multi-million dollars a year across a variety of diverse industries in the B2C and B2B sectors, with deal sizes starting as low as 5K all the way through to 20K, 50K, 100K plus offers. Currently looking for my new home. Or you can just put something personalized, just one line, like would love to be considered for the closing position. Or you could even just insert your Loom video. That's it. Look, it's a numbers game, man. You do this long and hard enough. You do this daily, not 50 people a day, because some people just can't reach out to 50 people a day. I don't know why, but you should be able to. You reach out to enough business owners. Are you telling me at least one person after a week, we could be like, oh, this person. Now, again, you need to be someone that they want to reach out to as well and connect with. You need to show that, you're someone worth having a conversation with. This is why it's so important you watch these trainings and embody what I'm telling you. I've already answered this question, Waleed. See, look, this is you showing up. I don't know when you came onto this, the live. Someone just said, what if I don't have experience? What the hell did I say about if you don't have experience? You talk about the skills required as a high ticket closer. And let me tell you, if you don't have experience, start as an appointment setter. If you don't have experience, start as a freaking appointment setter. Go and get some results in an appointment setter, learn what high ticket closing is, and then within that job, be like, you know what? I'm going to be an appointment setter. Let me set my own calls and let me close my own calls as well. You'll have that opportunity. If you don't have experience, this is where you start off as an appointment setter. Because an appointment setter, all you need are the qualities of a customer service person. And maybe sometimes you don't even want to take live video calls. You don't want to be a high ticket closer. You want to be an appointment setter. So you apply for appointment setting positions where you're not on video calls, you're just dialing. So you just talk through the skills and maybe experiences you have as a customer service rep. But let's just say you don't even have experience as a customer service rep. You've just been a student all your life and that's it. Well, then you embody the skills of an appointment setter and you talk about them. Done. You talk about your qualities. Listen, you don't have experience, it doesn't matter. I never had no experience when I came into the high ticket sales industry. Did I make excuses? Before I came and worked with all these big boys, before I generated the millions, you think I was writing all of this down in my... No, I wasn't. But I just called myself a high ticket closer with 20 plus years of experience in sales. And then you guys right now would be like, if you don't have experience, get back to the drawing board. You apply as an appointment setter. Build your name up as an appointment setter. Then start setting your appointments. If you get good at setting your appointments, you set your appointments for yourself as a closer. Start closing yourself. You build your experience as a closer. Simple. You don't have experience, go back to the drawing board. The drawing board over here, if you're trying to become a closer, you don't have experience, you start as a setter. Done. Once we've done this, you do this long and hard enough, I promise you, you land some interviews. But this is where other people mess up. Now walk with me and stay with me. Now you've landed the interview, or you've landed someone like Jabran Khan, who freaking, check this out. Last month, I placed around about 50 people on an offer. 50 people. Now, look, the offer didn't have everything dialed in terms of operations and tech and whatever, because the business owner was, he's done hundreds of millions before. He's got multiple offers, but he's making a new offer. So he's dialing things in and not everything is dialed in, and his CRM like needed some adjusting or whatever. This happens. Guys, this happens on offers. Not everything is dialed in, but some people are just not patient enough. Now, imagine I got these people a role. They didn't even interview for the role. Like literally, I got them, they're on a Zoom call, they spoke to the business owner, bam, I hired all of them. I got them all on a role where they can make good money. They can actually put on their CV that, or their resume that they've worked with this business owner. Some people, guess what? They quit. Some people didn't even turn up. Some people, you know what? Life happens. Life gets in the way. Someone's mom's ill. Someone's dad's ill. Someone's this. Someone's that. Someone sees the opportunity and like, oh, he's got some bad reviews online. I don't know, all these excuses or whatever. And you know what? They just walked away. But I promise you, there's going to be some people on that offer. Like, you know, the business owner said to me himself, he was like, look, usually out of 20 reps, probably like 2 or 3 are really going to make the cut or whatever. And this is just a sad reality of anything and any sales teams and whatever. Like, imagine I got these people a role without even like a one-on-one interview or anything like that. On my merit, they got the role and then they left the role. Freaking excuses. Oh, like it's not this and it's not that. And let me tell you something, man. And there were some DM setters. A lot of them, there was a lot of DM setters on there as well. And they were like, I've been messaging people and no one's replied back and I don't think it works and whatever. And I'm like, you freaking sent about 10 messages for about 2 days and you're like, it doesn't work. This is where, like, the numbers game, like some of you guys don't actually realize it's all in the numbers. It's all in the law of averages. What do I mean by the law of averages? So if, like how I said to you, have a 300 business list. If you reach out to all 300 over the course of the next 2 weeks, you message 10, 20 business owners a day. Over 3 weeks, you've messaged all the business owners. There's going to be somewhat of a chance where some messages are going to be ignored. Some messages are going to be like, we don't need you right now. There's probably out of 300, there's probably going to be a handful of people. Let's just say 10 people that actually need a sales closer or an appointment setter. And they want to talk to you. But guess what? Some people will stop. Some people will start messaging and like they've sent about 5, 10, 15, 20 messages. You know, the mind, it shuts off after 7, by the way. After 7 rejections, it shuts off. They got no replies. They've done it for like 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. They got no reply. It's not Jabran, it's not working. This is what the appointment setter's done. They were messaging people. And if you guys have studied my $5 million a month framework, these bloody suckers, they said that they studied it. They said, oh, Jabran, we're going to do it. And I've told you guys, if you consistently do what I'm telling you to do, so you send one message the one day, then you send another follow-up, and you be creative. You know who the customer is. You know what their pain and problems are. And now you're trying to get them re-engaged. Now, let me give you in the context of a high-ticket closer, because this training is about high-ticket closers. So imagine now, like I'm showing you how like to the fortune is in the follow-up, and then I'll go back to like, you know, how landing the role. So imagine now I'm just going to give you some source of what you're going to be getting in the next sessions that we're going to be doing. We're going to be like, I'm telling you, I'm going to be breaking down everything. Just walk with me right now. So now you've done the sales call with them, but no one's like the guy just wasn't ready. Are you going to leave that person and not message them again? No, you're freaking not. You're going to be like, okay, Mr. Client, you know what? If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Now, if he never reached out to you, are you not going to reach out back to them? Of course you are. This is exactly what I did. Every other day, all the people that were no-shows on my calendar, that the people that came on my Zoom call and never bought anything, I had already prepared a bloody list of messages and testimonials and reasons, all the reasons why someone should come and buy with us. So I had all this prepared. You need to be prepared. The one that's prepared is the one that's going to win. So I'll have all these messages and emails prepared for all the no-shows and the people that didn't buy. And one by one, every other day, I'd send them information so they get engaged again. So, because look, when someone says no, it doesn't mean no right now. It just means no right now. It doesn't mean no for forever. Sometimes life happens. Sometimes things change. Sometimes they lose money. Sometimes they make money. Sometimes it's not the right time. And maybe the right time comes. And imagine now you're sending these messages one day, day 2, day 3, 7, day 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14. You've gone up to day 16. And then bam, like no one's replying, but you're still sending it, still sending it, still sending it. By the time it comes to day 16, they've responded. And this is what happened with me, guys. I was in Pakistan, no internet, no very little internet. The signal was bad, electricity was bad. It was bloody crazy. I was like, look, you know what? Let me just send emails. I couldn't call, so I was like, let me send emails. And I made $15,000 in commissions from a follow-up that I followed up for 6 months. Some of you guys can't even go 6 days of like following up with people and reaching out to people. 6 months, after 6 months, I reached out to him and he was ready to buy, and he wired $100,000, where I, as the closer, made 15%. I made $15,000 from one conversation. And that was all through following up. But you know, most people, they just don't even know. They don't even know how to outbound and reach out to people. Like they just get tired and like, oh, no one's responding. Disconnect from the outcome. This is what I done, man. And I learned this very early on in my career about disconnecting yourself, like really emotionally disconnect with whether they're going to say yes or they're going to say no. It's just a numbers game, man. You just need to go through enough numbers and eventually you're going to get yeses. Not every, like, you know, you look at it like, you know, the cabin crew in the airplane, when they come and like, oh, would you like a drink? Or would you like tea or coffee? Tea or coffee? Did you say tea or coffee? Tea or coffee? Tea or coffee or juice? Tea, coffee or juice? Some people will be like, they want tea. Some people, they're going to be like, they want coffee. Some are like, oh, give me an apple juice. There's going to be some random people that are like, oh, I want a Coke. And some people are going to be like, I don't want anything. No, thank you. Do you think the cabin crew is going to get upset? Be like, what the hell? How dare he say no to me? How dare he not want something for free? Like they're not. They're just going to carry on going. This is what you need to do. Because eventually the right people will say yes. You hang around long enough in the barbershop, you'll eventually get a cut. I'm dropping some bombs, man. I hope you're loving and you're following what I'm telling you, man. So, anyways, who can tell me? Okay, no. So I've told you about reaching out to these business owners, and then once they connect with you, now it's the interview. Guys, now it's the interview. This is where a lot of people are messing up as well. Maybe you haven't got someone like Jabran that's going to bloody get you straight onto an offer. This is why it's good for you guys to be in a community like this, where through referrals, networking, this is another key. Guys, you need to network, man. Like even right now, network with each other. Go onto my Instagram. I'm going to be, look, anyone that's sharing the live link or any of my stories to the Instagram, actually repost it and tag me in there. Make sure you tag me in there so I can see on my notifications, and I'm going to repost you. And then as I'm going to repost you, follow me on Instagram, Jabran Supercon. Or even whenever you see one of my content, you're probably going to see this later. Tag me on Instagram. I'm going to promote you to all of my high ticket closers and business owners, and says I'll repost it and reshare it to my story. So you guys can connect with one another. Build, a closers, community. There's some of you guys, man, like in the current masterclass group, there's nearly 200 people in there. You guys don't even know each other in there. Like you're not even commenting or replying or anything on there for anyone to even know you. But this is the thing, man. Like a lot of you guys don't even know how to network. This is why I'm telling you, start networking. If people don't know who you are, they won't be able to land you on a role. Look, people were networking with me. They were turning up to my live trainings. All the people that were putting in effort, I landed them on roles. There's another person, Meronissa. She's been very active on the Closers University YouTube channel, the communities and whatever. She's the next person I'm going to place onto an offer. It's a duty of mine to place her on an offer. Why? Because she's been one of the most hardworking and coachable individuals I've come across. If any business owners watching this or anyone's watching this that's on an offer that needs a solid DM setter, that's going to be able to send thousands of messages a day. Rubab's another one. Meronissa is another one. That's someone that can send thousands of messages a day and send thousands of follow-ups a day. You need Meronissa on your offer. Like if you're a closer and you need a really good DM setter to follow up with all your leads, and I'm telling you, like these people have shown me what they can do. I know what their qualities are. They've done it for me as well. So we've been going through a lot, man. We've been going through a lot. So now we're on the interview part. Guys, on the interview, man, first of all, I know I'm saying man and all that and whatever. I don't want anyone to say, yo, cuz, and hey, yo, and I'm this, and you need to turn up like a professional. Like, you know what's annoying me? Like, I've got my chain on back to front. It's actually meant to be like this. This is something that is very sacred to me, actually. It's my Armani chain that was really expensive at the time. My sister bought for me when I was graduating, and I've still got it. Bloody hell, it's an Asian piece. So it's your interview. You want to turn up like a boss on your interview. You don't want to turn up like in a rough setting. Make sure, like I'm going to work on my background as well. I'm going to put some things there as well, like just to make it a bit more nice. You want to have a professional background. You want to turn up like a professional. You want to do your research on the company. So remember when I told you go on the websites, do the research on the company. Find out people that are working there. Connect with them, Instagram, whatever. Find out what their offer is. Opt into the offer. Look at like how you are treated. Opt in like a customer. Book a call like a customer. And then you can cancel it later. But like look at the experience that you get and make notes on all of this. So, and like when the company started, who the founder is, their values, their offer, all of this, write all of this down. This is you preparing for your interview. Once you land on the interview, they may ask you something, and like you can just look in your sheets. Oh yeah, you start. We know that you've been around for here, and you've done this, and you've done that, and they're gonna tell you like, what do you know? Like, do you have any questions? Like, yeah, I have a few questions, but like, look, a lot of my questions were answered. Like, I know that your founder started off here. He used to do this. The offer's this, and I even opted into your funnel. Now, look, I'm dropping this in when they ask me, do you have any questions? Like, to be honest with you, I had loads of questions, but I did I did a lot of research on you guys. I opted into your funnel as well. Now, look at what you're coming across. Like, oh my God, I've just given you guys gold. Like gold. Imagine when you're going to say this to them on the call, they're going to be like, What a smart girl. What a smart guy. This guy has taken his initiative. This girl has taken his initiative and actually done our research. So if this person is doing this for us, imagine what they're going to do on our offer. And this is where you repeat back to them what you've learned in the Closers University. The hey, Mr. Client, how you do anything is how you do everything. I wanted to show you what I was going to do, not only for landing the role with you, but like how I'm going to be landing the role, doing what I'm for to land the role with you, I'm going to do even more when I'm working for you. So if I did this much to just land the role for you, imagine what I'm going to be like when I'm going to work with you. This is what I'm going to do. I didn't only, Mr. Client, the reason why I done all of this, because I didn't want to just tell you what I can do for you. I wanted to show you live what I can do for you. Oh my God, mic drop. You do that on an interview. Game over, man. And I feel sorry for anyone else that's not watching this. Like, guys, am I or am I not giving you guys gold here right now? Gold. You put this in your interview. Oh my God. Like, trust me. Like, you know, the only reason I'll be able to give you this, because I've been through interviews. I've been a recruiter. I've been a hiring manager. I've got years of experience in this. I know what we look for. Like, there's some people, I swear, I've hired today on an offer that I'm going to be onboarding on just by their intro videos. I seen it. I was like, yeah, I'll hire him. I'll hire her. And you guys are gonna be judged the moment you start talking and actually presenting yourself. So you want to present yourself like a professional. Okay, we've got the interview out the way, all of that and everything. Now we land on the role. We land on the role. Now I'm going to be going through all, like, when you land on the role, like how to do, what to do and everything. You know, when it comes to making your decision as well, guys. Now, look, the next sessions are going to be on, like, I'm actually going to break down, like, you know, the day of in a life of a high ticket closer, like what I did, what I didn't do, how I set myself up. I'm even going to break down to you guys the actual frameworks, the steps and everything. I'm going to be breaking down everything on how I made money, like the actual money on the offer, like what were my behaviors, what did my calendar look like, all of that. I'm going to break down all of that. We've been going through a lot today. And look, there's something that I wanted to say to you guys as well, man. Look, I'm not the only high ticket coach out there. And like, one thing I say to everybody, like, look, I do say, look, just the moment you know what you stand for, you know what you're looking for. And I like, because there's so many coaches out there, and I'm not here to bash anybody, but like, look at their credentials, look at their results, look at where they've come from, look at what they've got currently, presently, and who they've trained, who they've developed. Do all of that. But like, look, if you want to learn from everybody because you're just a student, learn and watch everybody. I say, look, treat all the coaches like a buffet table. You take what you want and you leave what you don't want. So you've got all these sales trainers, and it's a good thing. Look, it's good to teach sales. I'm not bashing anybody. I'm just bashing the bullshitters. There's a lot of bullshitters. But like, about the good sales coaches, if you're watching someone, don't be blind to what they're teaching you. Actually know what you're looking for. And if they say something that you don't really agree with, just write it down and go research it and see who else says this. Oh, should we do this or should we not? So this is one thing that I want you to do. Treat all the sales coaches, like even me, like a buffet table. What do we do on buffet tables? We take what we want and we leave what we don't want. That's what I want everyone to do. Now, okay. I think I'm gonna leave you up until over here, because now you know on like how to land the role. Now, through networking as well. Look, networking is key, guys. There's gonna be some of your friends that are already working on offers. They just make intros. You could do that as well. So do that. Get into communities. Get into other communities. Look, guys, share this training with other communities and be like, look, hey, Jabran Khan, who's helped countless people make 10, 20, 30, 40, $50,000 a month, is doing a live masterclass every single day. He's got a live training and coaching that he's breaking down everything. My next session is going to be gold, guys. I'm telling you, I want to see who makes the most noise about tomorrow's live call. I want to see on social media. I want to see everywhere how many of you guys, how you found this valuable and how you're going to promote me. Because look, it's the promoters, the guys that can promote are the ones that are going to be closers. Because the closers, let me tell you, if you're not a good promoter on your closing call, you ain't going to close shit. So you need to share. Sharing is caring. Share the gold. If you found this valuable, hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the Closers University YouTube channel because I'm going to be dropping some gold. Now, I'm going to plan a lot for tomorrow's live call. Thank you so much for being on this call. Tomorrow, we're going to get in the nitty gritty and in the minds of a high ticket closer, of a 50K a month closer, 100K a month closer. Like, what do you actually do? What did I do? What I want you guys to do. And the moment you do this, everything you need to know. And look, if anyone has any questions or any topics they want me to discuss, drop me a message on Instagram. I'm going to love you and leave you. If you're going to watch this on repeat, I do highly recommend you watch this on repeat, guys. Leave your detailed takeaways in the comments. As you're learning, drop the comments as well because your mind is going to start registering it. If it registers over here, it's going to become a part of you. If it becomes a part of you, your income is going to skyrocket. Okay, guys, that's your boy Jabran Khan from the Closers University checking out, and I'll see you on the next trading.